What happens if one of the jurors during the course of deliberation refuses to follow the law as the judge instructs them? Can the other jurors do something about it? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. The answer is yes, the jurors can do something about it. At the very beginning of the trial, before we start the trial, we now have jury selection. And during the course of jury selection with potential jurors, we have an opportunity to share with them some great information. We tell them at the very end of the case, the judge is now going to instruct you on the law. And the judge will tell you that you must follow the law that he gives to you. If you find during the course of deliberations that one of the jurors is refusing to follow the law, Mrs. Jones, would you have any difficulty knocking on the door, letting the court officer know that they need to speak to the judge, and now telling the judge that one of the jurors is refusing to follow the instructions? Can you do that? Yes, I can. Mr. Jones, what about you? Would you be willing to do that? Yes, I would. Mr. Gonzalez, how about you? And now you ask every single juror whether they would be willing to go ahead and let the court know that one of their fellow jurors is refusing to follow the law. So now, if at the time that the jury goes back to deliberate at the very end of the case, after the judge has instructed them on the law, if one of the jurors refuses to follow the judge's instructions, now every single one of the jurors will be reminded by me during the course of closing arguments that, listen, you promised that if one of the jurors during the course of deliberations refuses to follow the judge's instructions, you would have no problem coming to the court and letting him know. And that's exactly what we remind them to do. So, to answer the question, yes, the other fellow jurors have the ability, and they should, once they've promised to do this, they should have the ability to now go and tell the court that one of their fellow jurors has refused to follow the court's instructions, and as a result of that, you now have a problem. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in the litigation process here in the state of New York. You know, in all likelihood, you're watching this because you have questions about your accident case or your medical malpractice case or even your wrongful death matter, and you need answers to your legal questions. Well, here's what I suggest you do. Pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.